My experience of the spirit world. I want to share in this testimony what I have been able to learn about spiritual things, through the Holy Spirit. I was born and live in Russia in the Lipetsk region. I practiced many disciplines, including a Qigong, the study and practice of cultivating vital life force through various techniques, including breathing techniques, postures, meditations. This is when you accumulate energy and do not move. During this exercise, 2 weeks later, I saw a glowing spider running around in my mind. They were demons, but I didn't know it then. Qigong practices gave me aggression that was not there before. I got into a fight with one person and knocked him out with my finger. I remember after renouncing all these practices, then I met a woman when we were at a seminar. She was sent by the enemy. I used to work in the beauty industry. I immediately realized that she can see spirits and is a witch. Wherever I went with her, there were problems. For example, we are taking a bus. She did not give way to a woman with a child and a commotion arose. Or we go to the beach and guys would start to harass her. There was an aura of evil and violence following her everywhere. She stole my shirt and performed a magic ritual. Then she called me to the club, where they almost killed me, hitting me on the head from behind. I did not know then that these are the places of the devil. I broke up with her and the devil sent another demonic woman. She was also a witch and suffered from epileptic seizures. I met with her for a while and then moved with my parents to live in another city. The main weapon of demonic women and mermaids is fornication through internet dating. They often work as prostitutes and nurses in hospitals. It is true, I came across and communicated with them, although we in Russia do not have any information about them at all. Nevertheless, I found out about them. I once read the testimony of an African woman. She saw demons in human bodies. In a vision, I saw that too. I want to say that they have distinctive features, the presence of tattoos, glass eyes, color in most cases brown or black, lack of compassion and human emotions, hatred of any mention of the Bible. They can be everywhere, on dating sites, in banks, clubs, hospitals, discos. You have to be careful with them and not let them close to you. If you let them close, they can kill, or do much harm. In addition to mermaids, there is another type of demonic women. I came across them and want to tell you. I'll call them Tarkatans because that's how they are called in the game Mortal Kombat.
Yes, Kotal has made his intentions plain.
Baraka, please listen. No more Tarkatans need to die.
Kotal Khan threatens all Tarkatans in the new era.
But the name will suit them. They have the spirit of Jezebel. They have their own kingdom of darkness in the astral world. They can take on the appearance of beautiful women. They have yellow or black eyes. In their present form, they are very ugly. They were well portrayed in the game. They have been long teeth like piranhas and wield dark magic. They love to lie in bathrooms where there is human blood. These are bloodthirsty female demons. There are also male demons. These Tarkatans have friendships with many shepherds who pretend to be Christians, never practice any meditation derived from Eastern religions like Hinduism or Buddhism, throw out any idols from your homes, if any, figurines of Buddhas, monsters, superheroes, etc. Even the Spider-Man in the cartoon uses the Baphomet sign when he launches a web. Throw them all out of your homes. Homosexuality in churches. I fell asleep and found myself in the spiritual world. I saw that there were many strange buildings around me. I went up to one of them and saw a wardrobe. It contained dildos of various sizes. This is a sign of homosexuality in churches. Then I saw a large portal in front of me. Lightning blocked me from entering in. They disappeared in front of me and I was able to go inside. I saw a temple. There were many icons in it, but there was some kind of evil entity on the ceiling. I didn't see her, but I felt her spiritually. The demon laughed ugly. Who are you to come to this place? A powerful demonic voice echoed on the walls of the temple. I want to know who you are, I replied. The demon laughed again. Do you really want to know who I am? I replied that I wanted to. At that moment lightning struck the temple and I woke up in my room. The demon has taken over the churches. He has imposed fornication, prostitution, and homosexuality on churches. UFC. The UFC stands for Ultimate Fighting Championship. It is an American mixed martial arts promotion company based in Las Vegas, Nevada. I watched the infernal UFC 249 tournament. It is fighting without rules. UFC 249, Ferguson vs. Gayeth was a mixed martial arts event produced by the Ultimate Fighting Championship that took place on May 9, 2020 at V-Star Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida, United States. In the main match of the evening, the Real Demons faced off through Justin Gayeth and Tony Ferguson in a sea of blood and violence. On the bodies of the fighters were tattoos of Masonic signs. What are they for? I explain. Tattoos on the body are covenants with the demonic world. Through tattoos, demons enter their bodies and give more power. Tony Ferguson just missed wild shots but kept standing. An ordinary person would become disabled. As for the fighters, Conor McGregor has a covenant with Yama, the god of death from Hinduism. He wears his tattoo on his chest. Many fighters wear tattoos on their bodies, as demons enter them through tattoos and help them win in fights. The UFC emblem itself in the ring has 666. They even contracted for the clothes of the satanic brand, the fallen angel Venoma. All these people sold their souls to the devil. These fights came from hell, where Satan occasionally pitted people in similar cages and they tore each other's heads off. Many people, such as Fedor Emelianenko, fight in these battles and believe that they serve God, but in fact, they do the work of the devil. Fedor Vladimirovich Emelianenko is a Russian heavyweight mixed martial artist, sambist, and judoka, currently competing for Rizin Fighting Federation and Bellator MMA. Wikipedia. In a moment of great depression, I myself almost fell down in participating in such duels. The Lord has shown me that it is vile. He showed me how fighters sign contracts with the devil for participating in these fights.
How would you versus Jesus in the octagon? How would he fare?
Me versus Jesus in the octagon.
Welcome to TMZ.
No, how would me versus Jesus in the octagon? I tell you what, there's not a man alive that can beat me. But Jesus ain't alive, is he? So I don't know. Maybe he could come back from the dead. I don't know. I'd still whoop his ass.
Me and Jesus are cool. I'm cool with all the gods. Gods recognize gods.
I wanted to challenge those fighters in matches, although I was already a prophet of God and understood the satanic roots of this sports. What can we say about ordinary people from the world who participate in these bloody battles and think that they serve God? The greatest seduction is coming. The demonic realm is actively expanding across the earth through these fighters who immerse hundreds of thousands of people in the demonic world for huge money. Even many Christians no longer consider these fights as something bad, although Jesus spoke about mercy and whoever hits you on one cheek, turn the other. But these words were perverted for the sake of pride. I have practiced martial arts and know the demonic routes of this practice. Be careful. This is the devil's world. If you go to a martial arts gym and hit others in the face, repent and quit training. It can lead you to hell. Satan gives strength only to those people who will bring him much fruit for his kingdom and expanding his dominion on earth. Football and wrestling are under the same dragon heads. They are idols. What power these demons give these fighters, but they do not know that the payment is their immortal souls. If you love yourself and your neighbors, how can you beat others in blood for money? Many Christians worship this sports, accepting it as a gift from God, although this is the practice of hell. Tony Ferguson has not only a demonic appearance but also consciousness. What happens to consciousness when a person is constantly dipping into a sea of blood and he beats others and gets beaten? He becomes proud, very proud, and angry. His nickname is El Cucuy, otherwise known as the monster demon in Mexican folklore, and these demons propagate blood, cruelty, and pain. I myself have had the experience of communicating with different fighters, and I will say that for the most part, they are angry and proud people with a big ego. In hell, demons are much stronger than any person. They just beat and mock the martial arts masters. Ahaha, well, you showed your strength in the world, you raised yourself above others, now we will raise you up here in hell. Protect yourself, great master of martial arts and self-defense. Demons speak and strongly beat the souls of such proud people. Reptilians. Reptilians were also shown to me. They are a demonic race, but different from mermaids. The goal of the reptilians is to drive as many people as possible into loans so that it would be easier to manage them. I saw the main reptilian with a tattoo on his neck, and he laughed that the world is completely subordinate to their banks. These reptiles rule money on Earth. Also, aliens want to invade the Earth. It is a materialized demonic race. They will say that there is no God, that they came from an explosion in space. They will lie that there are several races and they are fighting among themselves. Snake woman. While I was sleeping, a huge snake attacked me. She had 3 eyes, 2 yellow and 1 on the forehead. She was as huge as a mountain. She attacked me and I was able to dodge the blow, but the ground near me in the spirit world cracked. I have never met such a powerful demon in a spiritual struggle. I began to run away from this snake, but it circled around me in the air. This demon is very strong. This is some kind of supreme demon. There was a great rage in her eyes, and there were naked people nearby who were engaged in fornication. I found information about the snake I was fighting with. I found Nahog being mentioned in Scandinavian mythology as one of the several great serpents who also devour adulterers, oath breakers, and vile murderers. Therefore, I saw naked people nearby.
Of course, you weren't in Florida. Bit of a controversial moment, Yo Romero, and I know this is a very positive thing. I'm not trying to rain on that parade. Quite frankly, I don't feel like it was as controversial as some may think, but I just wanted to get your take on what happened.
No, it wasn't controversial at all, but the reality is this. You just won the biggest fight of your career, you know? America doesn't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus, and, you know, keep that stuff at home. Religion, politics, all that stuff. When you're out there fighting and you're being interviewed, they want to hear about the fight. It's awesome that you love Jesus. Love Jesus all you want. Just don't have to do it publicly.
You don't think he said what a lot of people thought he said, right?
I know he didn't say that. I know he didn't say it. Everybody knows he didn't say that. Yeah, I mean, people react to everything. But if you would just keep that stuff, you know, talk about your fight. You know, people don't want to be preached to.